Welcome to the International Rugby Board's Touch Judge programme, which supplements the Level 1 and Level 2 Touch Judge training courses. The ball is in touch when it is not being carried by a player and it touches the touchline or anything or anyone on or beyond the touchline. The ball is in touch when a player carrying it touches the touchline or the ground beyond the touchline. If a player is tackled so that the player or the ball touches the touchline or the ground beyond, the ball is in touch. If the ball crosses the touchline or touching goal line in the air and is caught by a player who has both feet in the playing area, the ball is not in touch or touching goal. If a player jumps and plays the ball, both feet must land in the playing area, otherwise the ball is in touch. The ball is deemed to be in touch if a player who is in touch catches the ball even if it has not crossed the touchline. A player in touch may kick or knock the ball, but not hold it, provided it has not crossed the plane of the touchline. The plane of the touchline is the vertical space rising immediately above the touchline. In the case when a player catches the ball from an opponent's kick while having 1 foot in the field of play and 1 foot in touch, the receiver is already in touch at the point of the catch, but is not responsible for taking the ball into touch, and so that player's team receives the throw-in. Remember, the ball is in touch when it is not being carried by a player and it touches the touchline or anything or anyone on or beyond the touchline. In this case, the receiver is already on or beyond the touchline before touching the ball. So the last player who held or touched the ball before it went into touch here was the kicker. So the throw-in goes to the receiver's team. When an attacking player sends or carries the ball into the opponent's in goal and it becomes dead there, either because the defender grounded it or because it went into touching goal or on or over the dead ball line, a dropout is awarded. At a kick-off, if the ball is kicked into the opponent's in goal without having touched or been touched by a player and a defending player grounds it there or makes it dead without delay, the defending team has two choices. Either to have a scrum formed at the centre with the defending team throwing in the ball, or to have the other team kick off again. If an attacking team kicks the ball through their opponent's in goal into touching goal or on or over the dead ball line, except by an unsuccessful kick at goal or an attempted drop goal, the defending team has two choices. Either to take a dropout or to have a scrum at the place where the ball was kicked with the defending team throwing in the ball. If a defending player threw or took the ball into the in goal and the defending player takes or kicks the ball into touching goal, play is restarted with a 5-metre scrum with the attacking team throwing in the ball, the position of the scrum being set 5 metres in from the touchline. If the ball was taken or kicked over the dead ball line, the position of the 5-metre scrum is opposite where the ball crossed the dead ball line. If an attacking player is in touch or touching goal, the player can score a try by grounding the ball in the opponent's in goal, provided the player is not carrying the ball. Similarly, a defender who is in touch or touching goal can make a touchdown. When the ball or a player carrying it touches the corner post, the touching goal line or the dead ball line, or touches anything or anyone beyond those lines, the ball becomes dead. If an attacking player carrying the ball touches the corner post on the way into in goal, it is treated as touching goal and a dropout is awarded to the defending team. If an attacking player takes the ball into in goal and touches the touching goal line or the dead ball line, a dropout is awarded to the defending team. If the ball is kicked by an attacker and it hits the corner post, it is treated as if the kick went into touching goal. If a defending player runs toward that player's goal line and touches the corner post, it is treated as touching goal and a 5-metre scrum is awarded 5 metres in from the touchline, with the attacking team throwing in. When an attacker carries the ball into in goal and a defender drives the ball carrier across the dead ball line, a dropout is awarded to the defending side. When a defender carries the ball into in goal over the dead ball line, a 5-metre scrum is awarded in line with where the ball crossed the dead ball line, with the attacking side throwing in the ball. Finally, on the definitions relating to touch and touching goal, if a player carrying the ball touches a flag but not the corner post, play continues. The flag is not considered to be part of the corner post. When the ball is in touch, the touch judge raises the flag immediately and runs to the place where the throw-in will take place and uses the other arm to point to the team that will have the throw-in. The touch judge must be decisive and accurate in the use of signals relating to touch. If a quick throw-in is taken legally, the flag is then put down. If a quick throw-in is not taken or cannot be taken because the laws pertaining to quick throw-ins have not been complied with, the touch judge has the flag held up and points with the other arm and hand to the side who will throw in the ball. As the player who is going to throw the ball in approaches the line of touch, the touch judge makes a mark at the line of touch on the touchline. The touch judge then moves back approximately 1 metre from the touchline. After the ball's been thrown in, the touch judge lowers the flag and the pointing arm, except in the following situations. When the player throwing in puts any part of either foot into the field of play, the touch judge keeps the flag up. When the team not entitled to throw the ball in has done so, the touch judge keeps the flag up. When at a quick throw-in, the ball that went straight into touch is replaced by another ball, or after it went into touch it has been touched by anyone except the player who takes the throw-in, the touch judge keeps the flag up. In the case of a player who is throwing in, putting a foot into the field of play, after the first occasion the player should be cautioned by the touch judge.
Hooker, just stay behind the line when you're throwing in, okay?
And after the second occasion, the referee should be told. The referee will then ask the touch judge to leave the flag up if it happens again. For touch and goal situations, where a dropout should be awarded, the touch judge will have raised the flag when the ball went dead, in touch and goal, and then dropped it down immediately, pointing the other hand at the 5-metre dash lines. If the ball goes into touch from a kick and the decision is that the throw-in will be from where the ball was kicked, the touch judge will raise the flag and put it down, pointing back to the goal line of the kicker. The touch judge progresses to the line of touch and signals as for a line-out. The touch judges are also required to signal a successful penalty kick at goal or a conversion kick, confirming the decision between them before raising the flags. A player may take a quick throw-in without waiting for a line-out to form. For a quick throw-in, the player may be anywhere outside the field of play, between the place where the ball went into touch and the player's own goal line. When a defending player gets the ball inside the 22, or in that player's own in goal, and kicks to touch, the throw-in is taken where the ball went into touch. When a defending player gets the ball outside the 22, then takes or puts it inside the 22 and then kicks directly into touch, there is no gaining ground and the throw-in is taken either at the place opposite where the player kicked the ball or at the place where it went into touch, whichever is nearer the kicker's goal line. With the exception of a penalty kick, when a player anywhere in the playing area is outside that player's own 22 and kicks directly into touch, there is no gaining ground and the throw-in is taken either at the place opposite where the player kicked the ball or at the place where it went into touch, whichever is nearer the kicker's goal line. When a player anywhere in the playing area kicks indirectly into touch, so that the ball first bounces in the field of play, the throw-in is taken where the ball went into touch. Unlike with a penalty kick, with a free kick outside the kicker's 22, if the ball goes directly into touch, there is no gaining ground and the throw-in is taken either in line with where the ball was kicked or where it went into touch, whichever is nearer the kicker's goal line. From a kick inside the kicker's 22, if the ball goes directly into touch, there is a gaining ground and the throw-in is taken where the ball went into touch. With a penalty kick, when a player kicks to touch from anywhere in the playing area, the throw-in is taken where the ball went into touch. On all other occasions, the throw-in is taken from where the ball went into touch or where a player carrying the ball goes into touch or is tackled into touch. Where there is doubt over which team has taken the ball into touch, the attacking team receive the throw-in. In situations close to the goal line, it is important that the touch judge is positioned so as to have a clear view of the touchline. Ideally, the touch judge will be in touch in goal, watching the ball carrier coming towards the in-goal area. This enables the touch judge to see if the player carrying the ball puts a foot in touch or touch in goal, or if the player touches the flag post prior to the grounding of the ball. The other acceptable position is to trail the player carrying the ball and to watch out for the same touch or corner flag infringements. Running alongside the ball carrier is not recommended, as it is difficult to see marginal decisions and there is a tendency to be distracted by looking at the ball and not the feet of the ball carrier. For positioning at a penalty kick to touch, the touch judge runs approximately 15 to 20 metres from the penalty kicking position to get to the line of touch as soon as possible. As the touch judge will know that the kicking side will receive the throw-in, the touch judge is advised to put the flag into the appropriate hand, ready to signal for the line out with the other arm. For positioning at a kick-off, the near side touch judge, the touch judge on the side where the forwards are gathered to receive the kick, stands on the 10-metre line to provide the referee with a perpendicular side to the 10-metre line as given by the flag post for other lines across the pitch. The far side touch judge, the touch judge on the far side from where the forwards are gathered to receive the kick-off, starts on the receiving team's 22-metre line and reacts according to play. Starting on the 22-metre line, the touch judge is ready to run to the in-goal area if necessary to adjudicate on kicks which may go through the in-goal area. For positioning at a kick at goal, the touch judge who is closest to the kicker stands close to the goalpost on that touch judge's side. The touch judge who is furthest from the kicker stands back from the goalpost on that touch judge's side. If the ball travels near a goalpost, the decision is with the touch judge whose post the ball travels nearest to. The touch judges will call no if the ball goes wide, and neither touch judge will signal. The touch judge closest to a goalpost will be in the best position to see if the ball carries over the bar and will communicate with the other touch judge. No signal should be made with a flag without verbal communication about the success of the kick at goal. After the kick, the touch judges return to their touch lines, except at an unsuccessful penalty kick at goal, where the ball is not made dead immediately, when the touch judges will ensure that either they stand still or move to ensure they are not obstructing the players of either side. When the ball has been made dead, the touch judges return to their touch lines. Welcome to Level 2 and your role in the signalling of foul play. If you see foul play, you should signal by pointing the flag across the pitch parallel to the ground. You should continue with your other duties until the next stoppage in play. When observing the following clips, you should consider what you would say to the referee. Remember, the referee will need to know who, did what, and the recommended sanction if it's requested.